Let's get started with our first news. Alex Pereira has issued a challenge to Khamzat, calling him out for a grappling match. The tension is real, and Alex isn't holding back. He started off by asking, "What's up, coach? You training for Khamzat? You gotta fight, bro." He made it clear that he's ready for any confrontation. He's like, first of all, he needs to get there. We need Jon. We want Jon Jones, a big name. But he might have to fight that guy there. If he fights that guy, I'll bet my house on it, Alex said, showing just how confident he is in his skills. Even in retirement, Alex made it clear he's still very much present and dangerous. "I'm retired. He might fight, but I'm around," he warned. His words carried a strong message. No matter where Khamzat is, Alex is prepared. "If you mess with me in the lobby, at the hotel, anywhere you see me, you mess with me, I snatch the life right out of you, man." His energy was electric, and you could feel the intensity in every word. Alex emphasized that this isn't just about talking, it's about action. He's calling Khamzat out and making it clear that he's ready to put it all on the line. There's no room for hesitation, no room for doubt. Every sentence he delivered was charged with determination and a fearless attitude. His focus is sharp, and he's making it very clear that anyone stepping into his path will face the consequences. From start to finish, Alex Pereira's challenge to Khamzat is direct, intense, and unrelenting. He wants a match, and he's not leaving any room for excuses. The message is loud and clear. Alex is ready, willing, and fully capable of taking on Khamzat whenever, wherever. The MMA world is watching, and the tension is building. Fans can feel the heat, and the anticipation is only growing as these two incredible athletes stand on the edge of a showdown that could be explosive. This is the kind of call-out that shakes up the division, and Alex Pereira has made sure everyone knows he's not backing down. It's time to see if Khamzat is ready to step up. Move on to another news. JDM believes he will be facing the best version of Islam this weekend, and he's not holding back in his assessment. He's preparing for a challenge like no other and expects every second inside the octagon to be intense. "I think it would be the best Makhachev. I believe that not cutting the weight, he'll be a more filled-out version of himself," JDM said, highlighting the physical advantage Islam could have by entering the fight fully energized and without the strain of a tough weight cut. JDM explained that this preparation could make a huge difference. He wouldn't have left so much in the weight cut. I think this is going to be the toughest Makhachev," he added. His words were calculated, showing respect for Islam's skills while also emphasizing that this will not be an easy fight. Every detail matters, and JDM is expecting a challenge that will test every part of his game. The anticipation is real, and JDM is fully aware of what he's stepping into. Facing the best version of Islam means that every move, every strike, and every decision will carry immense weight. JDM knows that there won't be any shortcuts or easy openings. This is a matchup where precision, strategy, and endurance will define the outcome, and JDM is mentally prepared to rise to the occasion. He also touched on the aspect of weight and conditioning, understanding how much it can impact a fighter's performance. By not cutting extreme weight, Islam could have better stamina, more power, and improved resilience. JDM acknowledged this advantage, but remained focused on his own preparation, knowing he must bring his absolute best if he wants to compete at the highest level. From start to finish, JDM's mindset is clear: respect, focus, and determination. He's preparing for a battle against a fighter at his absolute peak, and he is ready to face every challenge head-on. This fight promises to be a true test of skill, heart, and endurance, and JDM is making sure he's fully ready for every moment inside the cage. The MMA world is watching, and this matchup is set to deliver action and intensity like never before. Move on to another news. Bryce Mitchell has made it clear that his dream fight would be against Sean O'Malley, and he's ready to make it happen at the White House card. In a recent interview with Helen Ye, Bryce laid out exactly why this matchup excites him and why he believes it could be one of the biggest clashes in the division. He described it as city boy versus country boy, O'Malley versus Mitchell, a battle that he says would captivate fans and test both fighters to their limits. "I think that's the biggest fight, and that's my biggest potential opponent," Bryce said, showing just how much respect he has for O'Malley's skill set. He emphasized that anyone looking at the current lineup of the division should take O'Malley seriously as a threat. "He's very good. It would be a great matchup, and I see it going that way," Bryce explained, highlighting that the fight would be competitive and exciting from start to finish. Bryce also addressed his own position in the division, acknowledging that at 35, his resume doesn't yet match some of the top names. "I may have to fight backwards in the ranks because I don't have the resume that these guys have," he admitted. But he remained confident and determined. He's ready to take on any fight that comes his way, even if it means facing a number 20 ranked opponent first. "I'm perfectly fine with that. I'll take any fight they give me," Bryce said, showing that his focus is on long-term success rather than immediate glory. Looking ahead, Bryce sees himself climbing the ranks steadily, preparing to compete with the best of the division over the next 2 to 3 years. He knows that age isn't necessarily a barrier, but preparation, skill, and determination will define his journey. "I see myself competing very well with the top of the division, the biggest names, and the best fighters at 35, he added, making it clear that he's ready to challenge anyone who stands in his way. Bryce Mitchell's vision is clear. He wants a fight with Sean O'Malley, and he's willing to put in the work to make it happen. His focus, respect for his opponent, and determination to rise through the ranks show that this is a fighter who is not just thinking about the present, but about securing his legacy among the elite of the division. Fans can expect a calculated, strategic, and high-energy performance when Bryce steps inside the cage, ready to prove he belongs at the very top." Move on to another news. Islam Makhachev expressed his surprise at how easily Khamzat dominated Dricus du Plessis in their recent matchup. Watching the fight, Islam was impressed by the control and precision Khamzat displayed throughout the bout. "He had him in that crucifix," Islam said, highlighting the technical mastery that left fans and fighters alike in awe. He admitted, "I'm surprised how easy he beat the champion. I'm surprised also. Khamzat is really good, with his skills and wrestling." Islam went on to explain why Khamzat's wrestling makes him such a formidable opponent. He noted that having a solid wrestling background can define a fighter's career and performance in the octagon. "Who have wrestling in this game? The people dominate always," Islam said, emphasizing that fighters with strong grappling foundations tend to control the pace and outcome of fights. He elaborated that starting wrestling at a young age gives a fighter an edge, as the skills become deeply ingrained. "If you have a background in wrestling, and you did the wrestling when you were kids, and you're a fighter, your opponent will want to defend your wrestling," Islam explained, showing how foundational training translates into dominance at the highest level. Islam also analyzed Khamzat's approach leading up to the fight. He believes that Khamzat had spent the last few months focusing on perfecting his wrestling defense, ensuring that he could neutralize any threats from Dricus. "He, I think, trained last like 3-4 months just on defense and wrestling," Islam said. This preparation, Islam noted, is what made Khamzat's performance so impressive and difficult to counter. Islam also commented on the challenges of learning wrestling later in life. He pointed out that mastering these skills as an adult, around 25 or 26, is significantly harder than starting young. "It's crazy, and you know how many times he defends. It's hard to learn wrestling when you become 25, 26, Islam said, highlighting why Khamzat's accomplishment is even more remarkable. His natural ability, combined with dedicated training, allowed him to dominate a champion like Dricus du Plessis with efficiency and precision. Overall, Islam Makhachev's analysis underscored Khamzat's strength, skill, and tactical intelligence. The fight demonstrated the power of wrestling and how a fighter with the right foundation and preparation can control even elite opponents. Khamzat's dominance over Dricus serves as a reminder of the importance of technical mastery, dedication, and strategic planning in MMA, and Islam made it clear that he fully recognizes Khamzat's talent and the level of threat he poses in the division. Move on to another news. Islam Makhachev has confirmed that he plans to face Ilia Topuria in 2026, and fans are already buzzing about what could be one of the biggest fights in the division's history. During a recent live stream with Aiden Ross, Islam shared his thoughts on the matchup, expressing excitement and confidence about the potential showdown. He mentioned that he hopes to face Topuria next year, possibly at the historic UFC White House event, which would only add to the magnitude and spectacle of the fight. "I want to stay where, but we have to see after the fight, Islam said, emphasizing his focus on the present while already looking ahead to the future. He shared that he feels stronger and more prepared than ever, and that mindset has him confident about taking on one of the division's elite. His words reflected both respect for Ilia Topuria and a clear understanding of the challenge ahead. Islam also acknowledged the anticipation fans have for this fight, admitting that the matchup could be one of the biggest in MMA, which can happen like easy, maybe like biggest fight, he said, underlining how significant this bout would be for both fighters and the sport as a whole. He continued, "I think it'll be the biggest fight. Everybody knows," showing that he sees this as a defining moment in his career and a fight that could attract global attention. He emphasized that 2026 would be the best time for the matchup, giving both fighters ample preparation to deliver a high-level contest. "Next year is the best time. Damn, that would be crazy," Islam remarked, conveying his excitement and anticipation. The UFC White House event adds even more prestige, making the potential fight a historic occasion for MMA fans worldwide. Islam also reflected on the mutual respect between him and Topuria. He acknowledged that both fighters are willing to face the toughest challenges, and that a matchup between them would be built on skill, strategy, and competitive spirit. Every fan knows that when these two meet, it will be a fight defined by intensity, precision, and heart. Overall, Islam Makhachev's confirmation of a 2026 fight with Ilia Topuria sets the stage for a historic showdown. The excitement surrounding the UFC White House event, combined with the talent and skill of both fighters, promises a matchup that will be remembered as one of the most significant in MMA history. Fans can expect a battle filled with strategy, explosive action, and world-class competition. Move on to another news. The topic of the biggest fight in the UFC has been dominating chatter recently, and Khabib has weighed in with his opinion. According to Khabib, the matchup between Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria is a bigger fight than Alex Pereira versus Jon Jones. He believes that the Topuria versus Makhachev fight operates on a whole different level and carries more significance for the division and the sport as a whole. Speaking to Josh Thompson on the Weighing Yin show on YouTube, Khabib explained his perspective in detail. You know, there's the Jon Jones and Alex Pereira fight. Everyone keeps talking about that being the biggest fight. I heard Joe Rogan talking about it as the biggest fight you could possibly make, he said, acknowledging the hype surrounding the Jones versus Pereira matchup. But he made it clear that in his eyes, the fight between Topuria and Makhachev surpasses it. Khabib continued, "Then there's also people that say the Ilia Topuria and Islam fight is the biggest fight you can make. I think right now, I think Topuria versus Islam can be the biggest fight. Not Jon Jones and Alex Pereira. Still a big fight, but not at the level." He emphasized that while the Jones versus Pereira fight is important and exciting, it doesn't carry the same impact as Topuria versus Makhachev. It's still a big fight, but not on that level. "No, not on that level. I don't think it's the same level," Khabib said, making it clear that in terms of competitiveness, stakes, and overall significance, Topuria versus Makhachev stands above. Khabib's opinion reflects the respect and admiration he has for both Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria. He highlighted the skills, strategy, and intensity that both fighters bring to the octagon, suggesting that their matchup could define the division and possibly the year in MMA. The anticipation for this fight continues to grow, as fans and analysts alike recognize the potential for a clash that combines elite talent, high stakes, and undeniable excitement. By comparing it to the Alex Pereira and Jon Jones matchup, Khabib provides context for just how highly he rates the Makhachev versus Topuria fight. In his view, this isn't just another title fight, it's a defining moment in MMA that could leave a lasting legacy for both athletes. The division and the fans are eagerly awaiting the day when this matchup finally comes to fruition, as it promises action, strategy, and an intensity unlike any other. Move on to another news. Renato Moicano has responded to Mauricio Ruffi following the recent buzz about a potential matchup. Last week, Ruffi claimed that the UFC is targeting a fight between him and Moicano, saying the matchup makes sense. While Ruffi acknowledged the logic behind it, he admitted he wasn't too excited because he is a fan of Moicano, showing respect for his opponent and keeping things professional. Moicano addressed the situation on X, giving clarity to fans and setting the record straight. He wrote, "A lot of people asking about what Ruffi said. UFC hasn't contacted me. They haven't even considered it yet, making it clear that, as of now, there is no official confirmation or discussion about the fight." He emphasized patience and prudence, stating that he would wait before making any official statement, ensuring that speculation does not override facts. One of the major points Moicano highlighted was the logistics and financial aspects of such a fight. He noted that fighting in Australia would be complicated due to the significant loss of the purse, which he described as unfeasible. One thing is certain, fighting in Australia, losing a significant part of the purse is unfeasible, he said, underscoring the practical challenges that come with international fights, travel, and compensation. Moicano's response shows a balanced approach. He respects the interest in the potential matchup, acknowledges Ruffy's perspective, and clarifies his own position with transparency and professionalism. He made it clear that while fans and media may be excited about the fight, the reality involves logistical, contractual, and strategic considerations that cannot be ignored. By responding in this way, Moicano maintains his focus on preparation and career priorities, rather than getting drawn into hype or speculation. His clarity helps fans understand the situation while keeping expectations realistic. The MMA community now knows that, while the matchup between Ruffy and Moicano is being discussed publicly, it is far from official, and practical challenges remain a key factor in whether it could happen. Renato Moicano's measured response reflects his professionalism and understanding of the business side of the sport, keeping him grounded while fans continue to speculate on one of the most talked about potential matchups in the division.